Yay Networks.
Welcome back to In the Cards and Stars. I'm your host, Brit Madrid Mogenson, and today we are talking all things beauty. My good friend, celebrity makeup artist Daniela Bell is coming on the show so that I can do a reading for her. She has a lot of things going on in her life, a lot of changes. She just had a baby. She's an entrepreneur, and she's going to come on and let us basically look into her chart and give us feedback. So it's going to be really fun. And while you're listening, just remember that as long as you have your birth chart information, you can also kind of take it in and compare your chart, like where your Venus is, where your Mars is. So there's a lot of good info here. And she's also going to give us some good beauty tips because, yes, she is a makeup artist. So if you're wondering what products you need to try or what is going to be in for, spring, summer 2023, you do not want to miss Daniela's tips. Thank you for joining us on the show. You are one of my favorite people, a beauty guru, an entrepreneur, celebrity makeup artist. You can style anything and make it look lovely. Like you just are a woman of many talents and one of my best friends. So thank you for being here.
Always. So happy to be here.
Well, and I love your studio. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see that she's in her beautiful pink studio. Everything is so chic. So what have you been up to today? And tell everybody like kind of a day in the life of what you kind of get up to before we read your personality.
Yeah. Well, so as you guys, now you will know I have a baby. So
yeah,
my
she
life
just
has
had a
completely
baby.
changed, which is great. I mean, it's all incredible and just so amazing to be a mom once again.
Yeah.
I have my 9-year-old and then my baby that's only 5 months. She's actually 5 months today.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
I
Happy
know.
5-month birthday.
Yay.
Yay.
But yeah, I mean, I wake up and I literally just, take care of my family first. And I have to come to the studio. I'll take care of 4 to 5 clients a day. And then meetings, if I have meetings. I'm part of fashion organization, the FGI, which we do a lot of, we're on the membership, we're membership chair. So it's a lot of work there as well, which is also super fun because I love fashion. And then if we have to assist to events, then we do that. We plan things as well for new members, etc. And I also have a lash brand and launching products and continue to work on a new product that we should be launching here soon. Another collaboration with a big brand called Inglot Cosmetics. Which we already had a couple of items with them, and they have been complete success. So we're looking into a third item.
Congrats. Oh my God, that's exciting.
Super, super happy. So we're going to be doing that here soon. And then we just launched our brushes, as you know. And just being a beauty queen, what I do best.
I always ask you, I'm like, how do you do it all? Like, that's why I wanted you to tell everybody like what you get up to, because yes, you're a balanced Libra, but you also just are one of those people, in my opinion, who can do a lot of things and do them like efficiently. And you always have like a great attitude. And I was like, I just can't wait to do your personality chart reading because it's going to be so interesting to find that stuff in your chart and see like how it all kind of like comes together. And also you're so humble. Like you've done so many things, like worked with Dolce & Gabbana. You've done makeup for their runway shows. I've seen your lashes on E! On the red carpets. Haven't they been on like Sierra? Like who all have you had your lashes on? Tell the people. Brag on yourself a little bit. You are the hardest working woman I know.
Sierra has worn them. Wendy Williams, Casey Musgraves, Taraji P. Henson. Who else? Adrienne Bailon, all of the housewives, most of the housewives. And then, I feel like those are the tops. But yeah, I mean, I've done some collaborations with a few of them as well, where we have like their lash name after their name, and and I named one of my lashes after one of my dear friends. She's a great, amazing, stunning makeup artist herself, but also works with like the Kardashians and big names, Beyonce, you name it. And she always finds the way to like plug my lashes and puts them in big celebs. So she's been a big part of this lash success as well. And the name is of that lash is called Wendy, and it's named after Wendy Miyake, which is, like I said, a really incredible makeup artist that I like adore and just I'm so grateful for.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I love to see like when two people who are in the same industry are helping each other out because, we've talked about that. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys listening know it's like, it's always a kind of a toss up. Like sometimes you meet people that both are like into lifting each other up. And it's like, you just all want to kind of rise together. And then there are other people who are competitive and like, I'm sure if we pulled up their birth charts, it'd be like, oh, I see why this is happening. But
Yeah.
for you, Daniela, you have your sun in Libra right off the bat. And so your ego is in a place of balance and beauty. So, like, no wonder, right? No wonder you are a Libra because all things beauty, it's just something that you have a really natural talent for. And then your midheaven is in Capricorn, which your midheaven is, and for everybody listening, if you pull up your birth charts, your midheaven is going to tell you about your career and the way that other people see you. It's what you work towards in this life. And you have that in Capricorn, which is like big boss energy. So we see beauty boss all
That
over
makes
the
sense.
chart. Like it takes 1 second to be like, yeah, I see this in Daniela. And then, but what we didn't know until today, because we've done, we talk all the time. I've done tarot readings for you. You do my makeup. We're always doing stuff together. But what I didn't know until we found your birth time on your birth certificate the other day was that you have your moon in Aquarius and Aries ascendant. Did you Aries ascendant, Daniela? This is the first I've told you of this.
No, I have no
I
clue what
had
this
no idea
is.
you had Aries in your chart anywhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've blown my socks off, but like I do see it. So like now that I'm used to it, I'm like, oh my God, actually I do see that. Aries is like very driven
Okay.
and it's like the trailblazer, the fire starter, someone who is not afraid to go out on their own, to like go on
Mhm.
their own path. And oh my God, like the more I think about the conversations we've had, like how you came to this country and you created your own lane and then you went on to be an entrepreneur and like you really everything that you've ever earned in your life it is because of your hard work and your ability to have faith in yourself and then I feel like you also give that to other people and your rising sign that's like your attitude and how people see you the way you show up in the world and I
Mhm.
was like actually Daniela is Aries rising so yeah girl.
Okay, now I know what it means.
Yes, I'm so
That's
excited. It's like, okay,
awesome.
I see that. And then that also means that like red is one of your lucky colors. Do you wear
Okay.
much red? I don't
I
think you wear
don't
much red. You
actually.
don't.
But
That
I
might
tell
be a
you
fun
what,
thing to bring in, especially during Aries season, which we're in right now.
yes, I totally should. And my mom, we're like such like believers of like little amulets and little things that you can carry with you to like protect you,
Yes.
etc. So she always be
Love it.
bringing me like little bracelets that are like red with the little and actually I have one on today with a little
Love it.
eye, the evil
The
eye. So
evil
like
eye?
yeah,
Yes, girl.
and so she's like, hang that on your wrist just for protection, all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I sometimes do wear it and sometimes I completely
Mhm.
forget, but I like to wear it because I feel like red goes with my skin. I'm like, oh, this is cute, with the
Yes.
male
And
skin. So it's
it
like,
does.
yeah. So now I
So
now
okay,
I
so
will
you
be
do the
wearing one.
evil eye. Do you feel like it helps you? Like, have you ever pulled out the evil eye because, like, you felt like someone was being shady? Like, do you feel like it really blocks like, what is your belief system around that? Because I do
100%.
believe in it.
100%. I think that it's the intention and it's whatever you give the power to that uh thing that you're carrying
Yeah.
with you. It's the thought of that. So in my perspective, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna put it on so that it protects me from anyone that it's out there that it's just not good vibes, or just to even bring people or even like clients, friends, etc., people that doesn't supposed to be in my life or doesn't supposed to
Yeah.
be touched by me, just keep them away. And so
Uh-huh.
I laugh sometimes because sometimes like colleagues or people ask me like, hey, do you ever encounter like having this type of client or like this type? And I'm like, I really don't. Like
Oh,
I
interesting.
most of the time have great experiences with most of my clients, and it's never been like I have like a bitter sweet taste, like like I just don't attract those things. And also like I feel like
That's nice.
I'm protected from that. I mean, just
I
from
need to
time to
get my
time.
evil eye amulet.
From time to time we'll meet some people, but it's never
For sure.
like anything that I will like tell like, oh, this was awful, like
Mhm.
no, like I feel like I don't know, I hang it on because I feel like it will protect me from that most
Yeah.
more than anything. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. All right, first hot tip of the interview, get yourself an amulet that has the evil eye on it. Get yourself some
It's
protection,
a
spiritual
must.
protection, honey.
It's a must.
This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. So, as you guys know, on this show, we are always looking into our birth charts. We are always trying to find the answers to some of life's biggest questions. And BetterHelp is a great resource that I would highly recommend if you are wanting to dive deep into your mental health, if you want some support, if you want some therapy. Personally, I have done therapy ever since I can remember, honestly. Like, I think I went to my first therapist in sixth grade. And then when I was in college, I paid for my own therapy. And I still go to therapy because it's one of those things that you really can't replace it. All of these things are like tools in our tool belt. And I think that going to a professional when it comes to getting feedback and advice on your mental health is something that is really important and it's really empowering. So, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/BritPod today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BRITPOD to get 10% off your first month. Okay, let's talk about your Venus and your Mars. And then I want to get into your houses because that was one of the things that I was so excited to look at for you. Because, like, the houses
Mm-hmm.
tell you really specific info, which is why I always tell our listeners to be sure that you get that birth time right. I know I harp on it, but it's just like, it's a life changer.
I mean,
So, right? God, I can't wait. So your Venus is in Libra,
okay.
which makes sense again. So Venus is at home in Libra. So you actually have an exalted Venus, meaning that like Venus is in its home sign in your chart. So like all things beauty and luxury, those things, not only do you like exude that energy, like when people are around you, they do feel like no matter what you're wearing or like what you're up to, you do exude this energy of like luxurious vibes, beauty, harmony. You make people feel like appreciated and at ease. So like I was like, yep, check, check. That makes sense. You do have that energy.
I
And then your
love.
Mars, and then your Mars is in Virgo. So you are like Virgos put their nose to the grindstone and they can work, work, work. So
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to business and like things you're passionate about, you will look at every single detail and you think like a Virgo in that part of your life.
Okay.
You also work out like a Virgo, so you're into like detail-oriented activities. Like, do you ever take like bar classes or do yoga? I know you were a dancer, which is very technical, very
Mm-hmm.
Virgo.
Yeah.
What do you do now? Like, because I know you're always like doing new things too.
So funny. I never like lifted weights in my life till I was pregnant.
Mhm. Really?
So I
Okay,
started
cool.
lifting weights, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually very fun." I mean, I tried a class in here, but never like something that I will like like do consistently. And I
Mhm.
feel like I was more into that. But funny thing, literally last week, I told to one of my clients that's a yoga instructor, owns her little yoga studio right here next to my studio.
Cool.
Like, I have no reason not to come to you, and I love yoga.
Yes.
I was doing Bikram yoga, which is a really super
Mm.
hot yoga, and I was doing that
So
for
hard. It's so hard.
yes. For like a year and a half, I did it. This is like, I would say probably like 5, 6 years ago. And I stopped. And now I told her, like, I'm coming back. Like, I'm doing that. So I love yoga. I love
Awesome.
just having a moment of someone directing a class like that for sure.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That makes so much sense. And do you find that when you're working, you are someone who is very detail oriented? Like you
Oh, yeah.
are someone
I
who's going
want
to
to
look at
know.
every little thing?
Yeah, I want to know where
Yeah.
everything is positioned correctly. Like, I want to make sure I'm doing the right. Like, I look at so funny, like I do look at like their hands and how they like how the termination of the movements, like it's so funny,
Ah,
like if the
yes.
hand is like, if she has a hand like this, like I, or like open, like I look at those details and I try to do the exact same thing. Like, I'm like, it's not just stretching your hand, but it has a, like it has to go in a direction, or your fingertips have to finish in a certain way and things like that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So you do stay
Yeah.
engaged with those details. Yeah. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
love that. Okay. And so let's look at the houses, Daniela. What parts of your life are you interested in hearing more about? Like, and when it comes to houses, every single house rules an area of our lives. So whether it's like your home life, your communication, your day-to-day work life, your overall career, mental health, like we can look into any of that by looking at your birth chart. So
Hmm.
is there anything that's like on your mind right now that you'd like to know about or look into?
I definitely say like my home life,
Your home
like
life.
my
Okay.
actual, yeah, like with family and stuff, and business. I mean, those are my tops.
Okay, so your home life actually is really nicely aspected. So the fourth house rules in your chart is ruled by Cancer, which
Mhm.
Cancer naturally does rule the fourth house. So you actually have a very pleasant chart.
Okay.
Everybody's kind of like in its place it's supposed to be. So
Cool.
that's always very nice to see. But Cancer is this energy of like being very mothering and like building a nest.
Hmm.
So and right now in the cosmos, like currently, Mars just entered Cancer over the weekend and
Okay.
it's been in Gemini. So Mars has been in your third house of communication and it's now moved into your fourth house of home. So that means that for the last like 7 months, you were focused a lot on like communication, your ideas, like how you're going to get your ideas out there. It's been a lot of like focus on that part of your life, either writing, or just like talking to a lot of people, like you've been figuring some things out. And then now that energy has totally shifted. And with Mars in your fourth house, you are really focused on home. Like I'm not surprised you actually said, let's look at the fourth house because Mars is in the fourth house. So your passion right now is centered on home, whether it's a home-based business or like the structure of your day-to-day life with your family members. This is a good time to like deal with anything that's been kind of like bothering you, like if there's any conversation you need to have with like a relative,
Hmm.
or if there's something you want to change in your home, this is a good time for home renovations. Or if you want to start a home based business or start doing more things at home, your home aspect of your chart is really energized and it will be for the next 2 months.
I
So,
love that.
yeah, does that feel right? Oh my
I,
God, tell us.
like so right. Like that's
Yeah.
exactly what I've been just doing and dealing with, and
Mhm.
it's so incredible that this is actually happening.
And you've been helping one of your friends, speaking of home, you've been helping one of your friends like decorate her house, right? Like redecorate, revamp. So you've
Yeah.
really been going to like a lot of home stores and things like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just moved into my new house in December,
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
which which
You're
has
getting your
been
new home together.
yeah. So it's
I
been a
can't.
lot of like, okay, picking the colors, and we're
Mhm.
still like, even tomorrow, actually tomorrow, this guy's coming in and like painting a couple of rooms, and like I'm adapting like my gym and at the house, and like all these things,
Ooh.
like basically, yeah, like renovating things, but also like just picking colors and finding
Yes.
furniture and all that stuff. So yes,
Mm.
and then of course, yeah, what you were saying about my friend, like she just bought a house, and I was super excited because she asked me to help her design it and everything, and I was like, this is like a dream, but also like I want to test out if this is something that I really really like, and I think I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
But also like great opportunity for me to tap into that and see what happens.
100%. You're like exploring a new side of your creativity.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you have your 10th house in Capricorn, which Capricorn rules the 10th house naturally. Again, your chart is like very pleasant. Everything is like where it's supposed to be for things to
Oh.
kind of flow for you, which is great.
Mhm.
But yeah, your 10th house also contains Neptune, and Neptune is very creative. It's all about Neptune is an energy of like not having any boundaries.
Mhm.
Neptune is associated with Pisces energy. So if you think about what Pisces energy is, it's like dreamy, creative, deep. Again, no boundaries, like it's formless. So with your 10th house of career, essentially this tells us that you really can pour your creativity into any mold you choose to. I
I
mean,
love
you have a
it.
very flexible 10th house, which is cool. Because I think we've seen you
Mhm.
do that over the year. Well, I'm like all of us.
You.
I've seen you do that over the
Yeah.
years. Like when we first met, you did my
Mhm.
makeup and you were such a talented makeup artist. I learned so much from you. I remember having you on the show, like on my TV show back when we first started, and it was
Yeah.
awesome getting to know you. And then you came out with like your lash line and then your line of products for brows. And so it's like I've seen you just continue to shift your creativity as you, like, expand, and now you're
Yeah.
involved with FGI and you help plan fashion events in Dallas. It's like, what can she not do?
I know.
Haven't seen it. Yeah.
I love being able to do all the things that I think about. And it's not that I'm thinking, okay, like I've done this, what's the next thing? Like it's more so
Mhm.
like, I guess subconsciously, I feel like eager to create. Like I want to do,
Yeah.
like when something already happened, I'm ready for the next thing to, you know what I mean? Like it's to create something else. And okay, what
Mhm.
else? Like, hmm a lot of that for sure.
Well, and Aries oh, for sure, and then Aries season right now is really lucky for you. So, our friend Alexis, Alexis Waters, she just got
Hmm.
engaged over the weekend,
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
yeah, and she's put it on well, her mom's put it on social media, her friends have, so it's, like, out there. I don't know if she's done, like, a public post yet, but she just got engaged, yeah, and we kind of knew something was coming because Aries is just, like things have really been, like, positive for Aries, like, there's been a
Hmm.
lot of good energy. It's kind of like a time when people with Aries sun, moon, or rising, like, they're getting, like, some sort of wish fulfillment, some sort of lucky breakthrough finally, or, like, romance something romantic is happening for them. So, I was curious when I saw this, I was like, "Okay, so Daniela's in a really lucky time." Like,
Yeah.
literally right now.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you've been noticing that has been, like, an unexpected blessing that's happened?
So, okay, this
And if
is
not yet, there's still
so
a few
weird.
weeks left. You'll have to report
I
back.
I realize that something happens to me, something big is gonna happen,
Mhm.
and I came to find out like, okay, this is a thing, this is a pattern. I keep feeling
Okay.
this, and then something happened, and
Okay.
so I literally yesterday had another one of those little, I call them episodes, because it was a moment
Mm.
of just like it's something so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's like my body just gets full of chills,
Okay.
like
Yep.
the whole thing is just like this emotion, and it lasts for like 30 seconds, and it makes me want to cry, and it makes me
What?
like I'm excited, like it's something so weird, and it lasts for like 30 seconds. I realized, I was like, well, what was that, and then I kind of like didn't like put attention to that, like this has happened
Uh-huh.
to me before major things in my life have happened.
Okay, like, what other things did it happen before?
So when I was able to we were able to get in the house that we wanted,
Okay.
that happened. And I
Wow.
literally just drove by, and I started crying, and I didn't know what it was, but it was like this whole like I wanted to scream. Okay.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
another time that happened is when I wanted to work. I wanted to go so badly to the Emmy Awards, to be on
Yeah.
the backstage, just giving my lashes, and I wanted that. I wanted it to happen so bad, and I wanted to be related and meet some celebrities and all that stuff. That
Uh-huh.
happened. I remember that happening, and I didn't pay attention as
Wow.
if that was a connection. And then, I
And then you
was
went.
later on in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What?
I had this feeling
Daniela.
too when I was in business with a partner at some point, and then we split up. Already
Mm.
each one went their own way, and I had this moment of this feeling, and I was like, well, I guess it's for the best,
Yeah.
and sure enough, like it was like the start of everything that has happened in my life. So like big, and so
Yep.
yeah, so I literally had one of these episodes yesterday, and I was just thinking something big is coming,
Oh
something big is
my
coming. I know
god.
something big is coming. The last time I like literally just put it to the universe, I was like, I want to do another celebrity. Like I feel like I haven't done makeup on another celebrity. I want to like, and then that week I had that feeling again, and then that week Candace Cameron from Full House hired me to do her makeup when she was in Dallas. So I was
Oh
like,
my
are
god.
you shitting me? Like, what is happening? Like, do
So
I have this like magic?
do you think you're manifesting, or do you think that it's like a premonition of like something that's already gonna happen?
I think is, I think it's gonna happen. I think it's something that is written. I just think it's something that is happening to alert me from
Mhm.
something that the universe already knows that it's for me.
I love
And
it.
yeah, but
You just
it's
tap
so
into
cool
your
to get.
intuition.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
cool.
yeah, that's what I feel. Like I'm just intuitive, and I'm feeling it. I'm listening to my consciousness, and
Yeah,
understanding that that's something big and good. Like it's always like a good thing. It's never been anything bad, thank God. So, and I always
yeah,
want to keep it that way and continue to think that that's always going to be something good. So,
for sure. We put that
yeah.
intention out
So I'm
there.
yet to report
Absolutely.
what happened.
Report
Let's
what
see.
happens. I will update everybody on our new Instagram. I'll post it. I'll be like, update from Daniela. From curling and straightening to hairspray to over bleaching, we all have done some real damage to our hair over the years, 100%. So, if you guys, if you like to use hot tools, if you like to try different hairstyles, if you like a good bleach, like I do, I just love to bleach the heck out of my hair. And unfortunately, sometimes my hair needs a little help. It's like we put it through a lot, and I feel like Vegamore is such a great resource to help you give your hair new life, like from top to bottom. I actually brought this. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I brought like one of my favorite little gadgets from Vegamore to show you guys. But this is the scalp cleanser. It's like a scalp massager. It comes with this scalp detoxifying serum. And so I feel like there are just so many little things about this product line that really take into account all the different things that you need. So scrubbing your scalp, it's so satisfying. If you guys if you love to go to the hair salon and like have your scalp scrubbed, this is basically the same thing, except in the comfort of your own home. So I love Vegamore. Highly, highly recommend that you give it a try. And Vegamore's just transformed my hair. Their holistic approach to hair health uses smart botanicals that promote visibly thicker, fuller, longer looking hair. With the help of Vegamore, you guys can get healthy, beautiful looking hair without the use of harmful chemicals. All their products are cruelty free, so important. We love our animals, and they never contain parabens or hormones. Vegamore has something for everyone looking to improve their hair health. The Grow Revitalizing Shampoo and Conditioner Kit works together to create visibly thicker hair and improve hair from the roots. Just massage the shampoo into your scalp for 60 seconds and then follow up with conditioner. It's as simple as that. Having Vegamore as my go-to shampoo and conditioner is a game changer for my overall hair health. I love it. There's no risk if you guys want to try this out because they have a 90-day money-back guarantee. But with 91% of customers saying they saw visibly thicker hair with Vegamore in just 3 months, I have a feeling that you won't want to run out and you won't be needing to use that return policy. Don't let damage of the past hold your hair back. See your hair's full potential with Vegamore. Go to vegamore.com/bzen and use code BZEN to save 20% off your first order. That's vegamor.com/bzen, code BZEN to save 20% at vegamore.com/bzen. Check it out, you guys. So since you are our all things beauty style expert, what have you seen or like what should we know about when it comes to like 2023 beauty trends? Like what are you seeing with brows? What are you seeing with lashes, makeup? Like what should we tune into? Because there's so much out there right now. Like you just go on TikTok
Oh,
and you see like 1,000 tutorials, but we're just gonna come to you since you are the
yeah.
expert. What do we need to pay attention to?
Yeah, I'm loving a lot of the hacks and trends that I'm seeing on TikTok. I'm such a
Okay.
like I like to see it all and learn it all and refresh it all, because some of the stuff that they post are things that I've learned, years ago when I started with makeup 15 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And they're actually like ancient tricks. Like I learned those from like people that's way older than me, makeup artists that are like, in their 60s, 70s. So like I was
Like
like, it
what?
is
Like the
all coming back.
90s? Like the
Yeah,
90s
like
stuff, like the Pam Anderson makeup, or like what do you mean? I'm
yeah, like
fascinated.
one of the trends that it's super ancient was the underpainting trend, which was
Mm,
basically starting with your contour, highlight, and blush, cream,
okay.
and then finishing up with your foundation and blending it all together and making it look flawless and beautiful. So that's such an
Nice.
ancient thing, and a really good way to like pick up your get the best out of your features basically. So
Mhm.
that's a technique that's been there forever, but it's here to stay, and it's gonna be more so now something that everybody's gonna try or want to try. I have a lot of clients coming in and, oh, can you do this underpainting thing on me? I was like, absolutely. Like I've done it forever, but yeah, I'll do it on you. Like
Nice. What are the best
yeah.
products that like you like to use for that?
I love to use a good cream contour. I've been using for
Okay.
some of my studio. I'll show you. Um,
Yes.
Makeup by Mario has a
Ooh.
medium contour stick that I love. and
Okay.
it's great. I wouldn't take it straight from the, and that's a good tip I'm going to give you. Don't
Okay.
take it straight from the product. Actually, get a brush and then just buff, like take some on your brush and then put it on your skin, because it comes off a lot smoother and it's easier to blend than if you just go straight with the bar. Uh,
Okay, nice. All right.
yeah. Then
Hot tip.
concealers, which I'm loving. Hourglass concealer. It's super
Ooh.
good, full coverage, and it just, I mean, gives you the most beautiful, beautiful, flawless finish. Like it's like airbrush. Like it doesn't look cakey or anything
Really?
like that. Yeah. And then for foundation, I don't have one here in studio, but I've been loving, and I'm gonna restock for like just to have different shades here in my studio.
Okay.
Lady Gaga came up with this foundation. Really, the whole cosmetic line, but the foundation from her brand is insanity. Like if you have not tried House of Laughs foundation, you have to try it. Like
Okay, I have not. I'm gonna try it.
try it. I want to say it's probably the my favorite foundation of all times, and that's a lot of
Really?
people. Yes,
That is a bold statement, especially from a
bold.
Libra Venus, Libra Sun. Okay, that's the
Yeah,
endorsement of a lifetime.
it's just like flawless. Like it just looks like you. I'm wearing on today, and it just looks like you don't have any makeup. It doesn't feel heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's super long wearable. A thin layer goes a long way. Like I just use one
Okay.
pump all over my face, and it's great. Like great coverage. Um,
What?
yeah, no, it's insane.
Obsessed.
It's insane. So yeah,
Obsessed.
yeah, that. And then I see that more people is into like cream blushes, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Super hybrid like highlighters, like super super like intense, and I love that too. I love a good glowy skin finish. I use
Mm-hmm.
this thing called soft focus by Hourglass too. It's like a setting
Ooh.
spray, and it's very soft and misty, and just it feels delicious on your skin, but also makes your skin look very much like airbrushed. So
Mm.
little things like that I feel like I have been there, but now it's just like people's putting more attention into those details. And brows for sure, fluffy full brows, like nothing
Okay.
very sharp, very defined, nothing too intense or dark. It's more so like embrace your natural brows. So microblading is a great option if you don't want to have to be touching up your brows. And I just like love the effect and the way it looks incredible.
And you do that at your studio too in Dallas, right? You
Yeah.
guys offer microblading. Yeah, you do
Hmm.
like one of the other things I love about what you do is like your understanding of the harmony of the face and like how you really pay attention to like the angles and it's like what we all do when we're taking a photo, right? We get our best angle, but I feel like you help to create that through framing the face with brows and like you have a
Yeah.
really good understanding of that. So, what did last thing I want to ask you about brow things and we'll pull a card and then I'll let you go cuz I know you're a busy lady. But what do you think about like how people are doing that trend of like shaving off the end of their eyebrows or like bleaching their eyebrows? And remember, like that's kind of been a whole thing.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? What does that create?
I think it's just a phase, and it's just
Just a
gonna end
fad,
up
yeah.
being like, okay, let your brows grow and let them go back natural.
Hmm.
But shaving the tail, like just kind of like bringing it up higher, just basically like lifts the eye. So a lot of
Yeah.
people is kind of like taking off some of the tail to kind of like bring the eye makeup a little bit higher and create that
Hmm.
like sense of lifting. But I don't think like it works for everybody. To be honest with you, I
Right.
feel like depending on the face structure, like I will be like, okay, this is a good look for you, or no. And the whole bleach brow, it's just the moment, it's just for you can do it for an event, you can do it
Hmm.
for like a photo shoot, things like that. But I don't think that anyone should be walking around with bleach brows
Hey, more power,
daily.
right? More power to the brave souls that do it. It could never be me.
Yes.
I'd be like, who's this alien? My God, you know,
Well, hey,
jeez.
if you like that look, go
But
for
if
it.
you like it, exactly, live it up.
Hmm.
Okay, let's pull a card for you.
Yeah.
What topic do you want us to pull a card for? We're gonna get a Britney Spears Oracle card, of course. So this will
Oh,
be like
cool.
your energy in a situation. Like, what's the energy I need dealing with this or that, or like in
Yeah,
general in my career or whatever.
I want to say, yeah, like definitely career wise, like
What's the okay?
what's coming, or maybe like if something more specific, like was that feeling that I had was because something big is gonna happen in my career, or
Ooh. Okay, for that, I have to use the regular cards because
okay.
Britney Spears can only go so far. She can only tell us about our energy. If we
She's
want to know
probably
what
so
that was,
talented.
I know. Okay, for
We
sure.
need the big boys for this
Yeah,
one.
we need the full set here. Okay.
Okay.
So, what was that? A little chill about.
I'm so excited.
Oh my God. Okay, we have the Fool card, and this is a new beginning. So yeah, okay. There's something
Okay.
new. Um, new beginning. Okay, and what? Gosh.
If it's what I've been thinking about, this is so wild.
Oh my gosh. Really? Okay, you gotta.
I'm
Okay,
eating my
Queen of
nails.
Cups. Queen of Cups. This is, we got this in your last reading, I think, too, that we did. Queen of
Hmm.
Cups is like emotional fulfillment.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Creative and emotional fulfillment. Okay, I'm not satisfied yet. We need more details. King of Wands, something that you're really, really passionate about. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about, if there's something that you've been wondering, like, is this a good time to do this? Um, is this a good time to start something new? I would say this is big, like a big yes card, and this is the time to follow your emotions and follow your passion, like 100%. That's what we got. Emotions and passion.
Oh
Follow
my
it. New
god.
beginning. Is that kind of what you've been like
Yeah. So,
wondering?
okay, I have to tell you this. So,
Okay.
probably about a couple of years, I'll say, yeah, maybe a couple of years. I was talking to my mom, and I said, "Oh my gosh, if I wasn't a makeup artist, I would totally be a interior designer." Like,
Oh,
just working for clients and remodeling their whole like decoration inside their house, or like,
oh my
yeah,
God,
like
yeah.
maybe design walls or things like that that are different, like just kind of like that, right? And I'm always been into, like, of course, creative stuff, like with design and stuff. Anyway, my husband is a home designer, and so I was thinking, when we moved into this house, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much we can totally do with what you know and with what I could do for
Totally.
my house, because we had another house, and everybody that will come will be like, oh my gosh, I love your house. Like, who designed this for you? And I'm like, no, like I did it.
Like me.
Like, very proud. Yeah.
I'm the
And so
designer.
yeah, me. And so now that we got this other house, I was like, you know what? This is gonna be my next project. Like, I'm going to redesign this house, like decorate it beautifully, and then have Dudley do a few things here and there, and then we're just gonna be like this couple where he has already his business right on the side, and
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm just gonna add my services to what you already do, which is basically designing homes. And so
Oh my
he's
gosh.
like, done, that would be great.
I
And
love
then,
it.
yeah, and so I was like, this is the perfect thing, because I have this blank canvas house that I can totally from scratch, like, redesign and do, and make it my beautiful first project that I can show to people. And
Yeah.
if this is a thing, then I can start offering this service with him anyway.
Oh
So
my gosh, Danielle. It's like the
yeah,
beginning of your like portfolio.
yeah. So
Oh
I
my
totally
gosh.
want to
Insane.
I've always loved interior design, but the fact that I married a guy that does that for a living,
Right.
when it comes to just like floor plans and remodeling and contractors, all that stuff, but actually I can be like the Joanna to that. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
like I'm adding, yeah, like I don't know. I think it's just something that would be super fun, and the fact that I can pitch into his business, and then just like he does with mine, like he's also
Yeah.
helping me with brows and scalp micropigmentation, and then we both take on both of us our business because it's also super creative. um
Mhm.
so I don't know, I think that this has been my doubt per se, like
It
i
was.
um
Okay.
I want to tap into interior design, but I don't want to have as anything. I want to obviously make it to where it is, you know, perfect. Like I have like a big image of what I want to do. So
Well, and I would say that this is like a big fat yes. And then I just pulled a Britney Spears Oracle card while you were talking to like read that energy, and you have the rebel. So, yes,
she's
rebel, get
funny.
out of the box, do something new, go against the grain. Don't be afraid to stand out and like shake things up. And also, Pluto and Aquarius right now, it's like this is the time when everybody collectively is like, like has the opportunity to let their wildest dreams inspire them to make big changes.
I
So
love.
I think this is awesome. And I will be inviting you out to Kansas City to come work on my house soon.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Can you
Seriously.
imagine? Will she
Oh,
do
it'd be
like
so
before and
fun.
after pictures and be like, Ta-da!
Girl, yes, that'd be so
I'm
much fun.
down.
And anyway, just to have you visit also.
Yes.
But yes, but I love you so much. Thank
Absolutely.
you for being here and letting me do your reading. Will you
Oh
tell
gosh.
everybody where they can find you and like also where they can get like fabulous lashes and new brushes and everything?
Yeah. Well, follow me on social media. I'm on Daniela Bell Beauty, Daniela with one L, and Daniela Bell Lashes, and just I mean, my website and everything is plugged there. So I feel like if you just follow me on Instagram, it'll
They'll
be
find you.
good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you. Take care, girl. And we will talk really soon.
Thank you for doing this. This is so fun. I love you.
Thank you guys so much for listening to In the Cards and Stars. Don't forget to follow our new Instagram at In the Cards and Stars. DM me if you guys have a question about astrology and you want to be featured. Also, all the resources are there. So, how to get your birth chart, how to find all these things that we talk about in your chart. Just go there and you'll find all the info, and then subscribe and turn on those notifications wherever you guys listen, either on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, so that you don't miss one week.